Welcome everybody. How's it going? So this is my first public broadcast on mobile. And the first thing it tells me is that I've got data problems. I mean, I'm like right next to the Wi-Fi. What the hell? Okay, so now that seems to have cleared up, which is good. So now I'm going to post this out to some social media places, things like that. I wanted to wait till it was live before I did it. Anyway, welcome everybody. Hello, Draconis. So I am able to see chat, and I'm able to do it on the phone right here. I'm doing this from my phone. We'll see how long my battery lasts. I don't know whether or not I can make it all this time or not. So I have scheduled here, let's see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. I have scheduled about 5-hour block right here until I have a meeting. And unless I bump up that meeting. I don't know. Sometimes we do that so that we get more time to work on those things. And so anyway, this is the first time trying this. I did do a test yesterday to a private group. It seemed to work okay. We even went out in the backyard. We'll do that today. And we're just going to hang out. This is in my office, of course. Maybe we'll do some crazy things like, I don't know, I'll clean the office? I don't know. So with this, I can turn the camera around and everything, and I can go mobile as long as I have Wi-Fi. Now, something that I did, and hopefully this works. I don't know, but so I put myself in airplane mode, turned on my Wi-Fi, and that way I don't receive any phone calls while we're doing this, because I don't know what'll happen when that happens. And so hopefully we have a good enough connection, and we can do this. So let me know, how does it feel to all of you? And it says that my bit rate is 791K. Yeah. Okay. So, hello, Rudyard. And this is YouTube only. So this is not this feature does not work to. Did you guys hear that? That was a notification going off on my phone. Yeah, Murloc. So anyway, maybe a tad bright. I do have the light turned on here. I could turn it off. Oh, that sound was loud. Yeah, because it came right from my phone. Yeah, isn't that lovely? Okay, well, sorry for that. Oh yeah, that should be the only one. I don't have my other notifications turned on. So anyway, in our YouTube success group, we actually identified a couple of things about this, and I'll share some of those things with you. And this is the group that we are working with. So that was really well. It's not going to go off again. So that one won't go off again. Yes, I see you saying, "Wow, that was really loud." So we will lose our train of thought. Anyway, in the YouTube success group. So in there, we talked about this, and I identified some things about this. One is that not anybody can broadcast on live mobile. You have to be you have to have over 10,000 subscribers in order to do it. We only have a couple of people in the group that are over 10K. But this is a game changer, because I can take you with me out to do things. And so, you know what? I got chores to do. I have one chore to do. Yeah. So how about we say, let's go out. Hopefully the Wi-Fi stays stable. I have a great connection. I have the strongest connection I can have to the Wi-Fi, but it's still telling me that there's something wrong, and it's not quite high enough bit rate. And I believe that's on YouTube's end. So okay, here we go. We are going to pick off the phone here from my mount, and yeah, so here we are. It's my office here and everything. I suppose we could a little bit talk about what's in the office today too. So now yesterday, so we're just going to hang out here, really. That's what we're going to do. And so yesterday was trash day. So now, I don't know how loud this is going to be, but we got to bring the trash can in. You see, man, that's loud. You see, the HOA doesn't like it when you leave the stuff out here. They'll like fine you for leaving your garbage can out. So we're gonna take it in. Wow, today's a great day. So it would be a great day for a ride. Motorcycle. That is my one big toy that I have here. So, and this is my messy garage. Okay, so now, yeah, we don't want the HOA fining us if we leave it out past 8 o'clock. And what'll happen is that I'll just forget. Well, hello, baby. So, say hello to everybody. She's getting so close. Yes. That cat's name is Baby. Okay. So, with being mobile, we can get out here. Let's get out in the sun. Maybe we're going to have to look around the other way. So, I'm able to get out here and just run around. I keep thinking about, now that I'm able to do this on my phone, that, maybe I need to, come up with some sort of mount out here or something to be able to do this, to be able to carry it around. And I'm almost thinking of a really light tripod that has the phone on it, so that I can just carry the phone around with me anywhere and just set it down. Because right now, I'm holding it up with my arm. Yeah, can't quite see that. So, I do have the one cormorant over here. You can barely see him. And I think that if here, let me turn the camera around. Let's see. Okay, so that's him over there, and you can probably barely see him. We'll walk up to him. He's not very friendly. I mean, he won't attack me, but he's gonna get spooked if I get much closer. He's a cormorant, and he eats fish, and he sits out here with his wings out, drying them out because they swim underwater, and so they're not very buoyant. They don't have a lot of oils, and so they actually have they absorb quite a bit of water. So, beautiful day out here. I'd love to go for a ride or something. Wouldn't that be cool? So I am seeing some of your questions, and we'll come back in here and we won't be doing any barbecuing today, but there it is. Another time. Moose, if you're watching, we got to do barbecue day. So, yep. Ayla, come here. Come here. Come here. You want to say hello to everybody? That's a little close. It's my wife's cat, Ayla. Okay. So, okay, we're going to hook this back up into the holder again. And I'm going to plug it in so that hopefully battery lasts. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. So, okay, and every time I fiddle with this, it gets bouncy, 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 and it does get really stormy here. In fact, it gets, I'm near Tampa, and it gets super stormy here. So anyway, yeah, we have the second most lightning in the world here. So the other place is in Africa and has like 3 times as much. But we have, you know, I don't know how many times more than everybody else, but it's amazing the lightning here. Absolutely amazing. So, um, when the cat's streaming the show's on hold. mm, yeah. So okay, so let's look at some of the questions here. I have another screen up here where I can see the questions. Yeah, and the lightning storms are amazing, and maybe you know what, we'll come out and live stream next thunderstorm. Yeah, let's do it. I'll just bring the phone out, and we'll just start watching the lightning, and you know you'll hear me screaming like a little girl when lightning strikes nearby, which this house has been hit before, so. Yeah, could be interesting. Could be interesting. I don't know. You know, I would love to have the phone outside while streaming. I'd have to get a waterproof case for my phone. And then I could put it outside. Just stream from the GoPro. You know, has anybody been able to do that? Because I have a GoPro 5, Hero 5, and if you've been able to set it up to stream, to live stream, I definitely would be interested in that. So, most definitely. And so, yeah, I have it right here. And if I could set this up to live stream, because I know that I can do live stuff, or I know that it can go live to my phone. I don't know. Can it? Yeah. Chasing tornadoes might be a solution. I don't know that I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm going to do that. And the reason I'm not going to do that is that that's not me. I'm not a storm chaser or whatnot. Not that kind of stuff. If we have a tornado coming or whatnot, you're going to find me hiding in my bathroom. Yeah, periscope it. Yeah. Yes, so there is a lot of things that you can do with this. Okay, so Devokin, let's see, a question about its Eve fitting, dealing with the Tengu. You think the best fit is for Gorstis null stat cable if possible? Yeah, I have a fit. We'll have ask me again when we are in when I'm broadcasting Eve and on the character GGM. So then I will share my fit with you and can recommend what fit changes are needed. But I have a cap stable fit that has really high shield rep that is cap stable and 600 or 700 DPS, something like that. So it's pretty good. You can actually run, I have run 10 out of 10s with it before. So, okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Periscope it. You know you can periscope with the Hero 5 from your phone. Okay. So I guess I got to start looking at what is available out there. So I fear though that it might take a firmware upgrade to the Hero. But you know what I can do? So YouTube Gaming, they have an application where you can show the screen. Basically, it's designed to show the game. So if I put my stuff from my Hero onto my phone, my Hero software, you would see the controls on there as well, but we would be able to put it out there. And this thing is waterproof. In fact, I've taken this out and put it in the lake. In fact, let me show you my lake setup. I'm just going to grab it here. Okay, so here it is. So this is basically a Hero mount. So I can mount the Hero in here. It just fits right in here. And then here's a mount that I can, clip pretty much anywhere. And so it's got this nice big clip on it, and it's actually really, really high tension. And then there's this. You know what this is? This is this is very dirty. It is a tie or a post for tying down tents. And so what I do is I nail this into the yard. Can you see the string on here? This is fishing wire, and so I've got this tied to the stake and everything, and I've attached this to rocks down at the shore and everything. The problem is that my lake is too murky, and so each time I've tried it, it's been a little bit too murky, and it's hard to get down there. In fact, the angle that I have to get down there at is something that I should be filming myself as I do it because I might fall in. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the gators. They actually are really scared of things like that. So, okay, let me put this back here. Okay. So let's see here. I want to say you can use the control program for the Hero 5 straight to the computer. It's a Bluetooth connection. Bluetooth won't get me very much distance. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've been found out. I'm actually MacGyver. Let's see here. Are we going to see more monologue type videos of you in front of the lake? You know, yes and no. So I kind of go through these cycles of what I create and everything. So it's kind of interesting, but there's only so much of me to go around. You know, so live streaming, I'm doing a lot of live streaming. I mean, I'm like committed to like doing 3 shows a week of like at least 6 hours. And you would think, okay, so, you know, that's 18 hours or whatnot, big deal. Well, you know what? There's a lot of setup that goes in behind the scenes to get those up and running and everything. You know, so people just think I have another business contact that I'm working with on some content that they want me to do, and they mentioned, okay, well, let's just do some 15-minute live segments of this stuff. But I told them that, you know, it's really not very economical to do that. It needs to be at least an hour because, one, you got to build your audience, but then two, there is, you know, 15 or 20 minutes of setup for each live show. So there's a lot of work that happens behind the scenes. And in Eve, I put in 2 or 3 hours for every hour you see on the show. And of course, some of that's not necessary for the shows, but a lot of it is. A lot of it is in preparation of the shows. So, yeah, let's see here. Back in the Ultima days, did you ever look into gold farming side of things? And presumably, you had a lot of farmer who would sell you stock. So PLG Prunescape, yeah. So MLG. Did you know that we founded that industry? Yeah. So here, I'll share a little something with you. I seriously gotta clean my office. This book right here, Play Money, was written about us doing that by Julian Dibble, and so this was after we were written in Wired Magazine about 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 times. One of the times was cover article, and so that was a big deal. And this happened back in the day. This happened, gosh, what year was this book written? I don't even know. I don't remember. But here's the real interesting thing. So you guys are the first to hear this here. So, oh, look at that. I didn't know that. How did I end up with this copy? This is autographed and signed to somebody else. It was one of my staff. From so many years ago. Okay, well, maybe I forgot to give it to him. So this was published in 2006. And so, yeah, that was published in 2006. Now, here's what nobody has heard yet. Wired Magazine contacted me last week, and I am doing a podcast with them coming up here soon, and when that publishes, I will let you all know. So it will be the podcast host and Julian Dibble and myself. And this is like you know, Wired Magazine. Cool. So they came calling again. They want to talk to us about this stuff. So, and we are finishing filming the documentary. It's scheduled for May right now. It's when we're finishing filming, and it looks like we have about 2 weeks in May that we'll be filming. I will get them on, some sort of live stuff. In fact, with having this, maybe I'll live broadcast some of our recording. So we'll see. I think this takes a lot of data. I think this takes really a lot of data. And so the movie will be coming out into the year, I think. But I'm not, that's not up to me. That's up to them. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Draconis. What is the best way to get notified when you start a YouTube gaming channel? Best way to get notified. Do you mean like what's the best way for other people to get notified if you publish something, or what's the best way for you to set it up? I'm not sure I understand the question there, Draconis. So, how do you ever deal with anxiety while streaming or making videos? I have a bit of social anxiety and it makes streaming hard, and I really want to get into it. Good question. Good question, Rudyard. So, I can tell you that I have had a lot of experience streaming now, and a lot of experience on camera. But I can tell you that recently, Jordan and I were working on some videos, and he asked me to do some things that I had never done before. And, so he actually asked me to do some scripted videos. And I had never done that before. In fact, anytime I had tried to do scripted stuff, I failed miserably. I can tell you that one time I did this radio show, and it was a radio commercial, actually. And it was for a computer store that I worked at. I actually was working for somebody else at the time, and they were doing the advertising, and so I went out and I offered to do the voice for them, but when I got there and I had the script, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I'm trying to read through this stuff, but I just couldn't make it happen. And so Jordan and I worked for like an entire day on, a 4-minute script, and finally got it. If you go to the thing it's actually in the description here, you can see one of the videos that we published from that, and it is first link in the description. It's the no job stuff. So okay. And how do I deal with the anxiety? I still get stressed out. What stresses me out more about streaming than anything else? It's not talking to you guys. It's not like worrying that I'm going to do something wrong, or I might get tongue-tied or something like that. The thing that is the biggest on my mind is actually starting on time. So I'm chronically late on starting on time. And that really bothers me because I'm a person who's very prompt. But what happens is there's so much technical stuff to get done, and I'm always so busy doing stuff that that many times I end up pushing back the show. I like to try and start about 8 a.m. my time, and I end up a lot of times starting at around 10 a.m. my time. So, priorities. I have this like real life stuff that I have to take care of. So, just the way it is. Okay, so let's see here. Most streamers can't make more than 6 hours a day, 6 days a week. Yeah, there are some out there that are like 1,500 days in a row. Man, I don't know. Speak about being a broker. Perhaps tell an interesting story. Let's see here. I suppose the Wired podcast might have some interesting stuff in there. Yeah, I've talked a lot about that recently. Yeah, I don't know that I have any stories that are new at the moment. I'd have to think about that. Maybe I'll come back to that. So, okay. Um, let's see here. So I didn't say when the podcast was yet. So we're about to record it. We're recording it this week, and then I don't know when it'll publish. So let's see here. Jake says, "Where did you get the idea for my name and icon? What made you choose them?" So Jake, the name Markee comes from my name's Marcus, and the name Markee comes from my youngest brother Andrew, who was trying to get my goat or insult me or something like that, and so he feminized my name, trying to get a reaction out of me. So he started calling me Markee, and it really didn't bother me too much. That kind of stuff never really has bothered me, and so then the first time I was playing a game where it needed an actual name for the game, I felt really weird calling my avatar Marcus. So I know there are some people that name their avatar in game after their real name, but see, that's not really me in the game. That is my fantasy self in the game. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to name Markee. I don't know any other name, but that's a name that's fake that my brother seems to call me, and it doesn't bother me, and it was available, so I did it. So the dragon portion comes from when I joined the Ultima Dragons. And joining the Ultima Dragons, I actually became a member, and they are 25 years old now, this guild, the Ultima Dragons. And I joined them, had to be 1997. So it was 19 or 20 years ago. So anyway, when you join them, you add the last name of Dragon, and that is what you do. So let's see here. And then the dragon logo. That great guy who's a graphics designer lives up in Canada. In fact, I think he lives in the Yukon. And he played UO with us, and we were building a fan site, and he built me that logo, and he built me a lot of other graphics, some of which I still use today, and that was a long time ago. So, alright, so CCC asks for a funny limousine story. Let me think here. So, there was a lot of really crazy stuff that happened. I was a limousine driver first for another company, and that worked out okay. I mean, I did a good. It worked out okay. So, but I eventually got fired, and I got fired because I had these customers that it was 3 or 4 women who were in their, I don't know, their mid to late 20s, and they were going out for a night on the town, and the limousine I had, it was not a really big one. It was probably like a 6 or 8 passenger limousine. And hello back to South Africa. Hello, Damien. And so it was probably 6 or 8 passenger. And they wanted to go out to this place called the Wooden Chicken. Well, the Wooden Chicken was a country bar, and I think that's what it was called. It's been a long time, but I think that's what it was called. And so the Wooden Chicken was like this country dance bar. And I took them in there, and then I was just waiting out front, and a lot of people didn't see limousines at this kind of place. It really wasn't a high-end bar. It wasn't some place where celebrities show up or anything, and everybody that was walking in, I'm out there standing next to the car, and everybody that's walking in, they're all asking me, "Oh, who's famous inside?" and stuff like this, And you don't tell who your customers are, and none of them were famous or anything. But so then I noticed that there was this huge crowd coming out of the place, and we were probably an hour and a half later or so. This huge crowd coming out, and I was standing out there by the car, and all these people are gathering around the car and everything. I do not know what's going on. I do not know why. There's this huge crowd coming out, and then the bouncers start coming out, and they're bringing the women out. The women have no tops on. They took off their bras, they took off their shirts and everything. They were just boobs a flopping. And then, so they're bringing them out to the car. And they were getting kicked out of there because they were, I don't know, too rowdy, or because they were taking their clothes off, or whatever. I don't know why they got kicked out. But they got them into the car, and then they had the windows down, and they're standing up out the sunroof and everything. And we have actually people hanging through the windows in the car, and I, I'm asking the bouncers, please get these guys out. We had people in front of the car. I couldn't get out of the parking lot and stuff, and we really needed some crowd control, and these women were out of control and everything. And so then, we finally make it out of there. And they asked me to take them to another place downtown, which was probably about a 30-minute drive down the freeway. So I'm like, okay. And so, hey, mods, you can use your band hammer. Mm-hmm. So then we went, we started heading downtown. Well, I look in my rear view mirror, which there's a divider that goes up. Except they only put up the glass part. They didn't put up the solid part. And so this divider goes up, and then it is, with the divider up, it is, I don't know, all I see is legs back there. And I don't know what I'm looking at. So I look closer. I'm looking in the rearview mirror. I look closer. The legs are coming from the sunroof. I'm going down the freeway. And so, as I'm going down the freeway, they're up on top out there. And one of the ladies was up on top, and so she was sitting up on top of the car. She had crawled out the sunroof while we're going down the freeway with her shirt off, which then became boobs a flopping. Mm-hmm. All that wind, it had to be. So what happened was I pulled over, took the next exit, and I pulled over. I rolled down the thing, and I yelled at them to get back in the car. And then they were very defiant and everything. And so I locked the doors. I can control everything from up front in the limousine. And so I shut the doors and the windows, and I locked the doors, and I locked the windows, including the sunroof and everything. And they were just cussing me out, so I took them home. And I got fired for not, for going against customer wishes, because they demanded a refund, because I ended the trip early and took them home. And, isn't that crazy? I got fired for that. So, and I was like, yeah, well, that's the way it goes. Okay. Yeah, so I told my boss that I was protecting the company, and that it was not okay what they were doing. So, and then one of them was going to get killed, and then they would sue us for allowing them to do that. I mean, come on, lose the whole company over that? No. Anyway, he fired me. That's fine. So later on, I created a company. And it was named similar to theirs, and we were pretty successful, and they didn't like it. So, yeah. Sean's asking if I've shaved lately. Actually, no, I haven't. So, yeah, I have, yeah, I don't know, month and a half. See here, Yeah, usually I shave the top and sides here, but I haven't shaved lately. Yeah. So I will again soon. Can I break down the money on Twitch, or do you get paid for each viewer? And does ad blocker hurt you? So Shakar's asking that. So I can give you kind of an overview of the money off of Twitch. The advertising revenue is really, really poor on Twitch. Really poor. And so money that I get from Twitch primarily is from subscriptions and bits donations. So it's not from advertising. In fact, I would say that the advertising money never makes up more than 10% of that. And so ad blockers hurt on that a lot. I would estimate that more than 50% of viewers are using ad blockers. And so, you know, but that's just the way it is. I mean, would I use ad blockers and stuff? No, I don't. But I think that people whose content that I'm watching, if I like their content and there's an ad playing and it's a minute or two before the video starts, I let it play. But that's just me. So once you're a content creator, you kind of realize those things more. But if you're just, somebody who's always a viewer, you just want to get to the next content the quickest, and I understand that. So, and I really appreciate subscribers, and I really appreciate, other the bits donations, and there are donations here on YouTube. Although I think they removed it. Yeah, you can't donate money. You guys see that? There is no money donation anymore on YouTube. So, yeah. Yeah, I think they removed it. So they have the supporters still on YouTube, which is a subscription type thing, but they removed the donation thing. And but there is some other support thing that's going in, and I can't remember what it is. But anyway, I don't know. Do you guys see, any of you see the little dollar sign thing next to I heard they removed it, so maybe they did. I don't know. But let's see here. You're fired from your job, starting to thinking to start to engage something, but I'm almost lost in my ideas, and the clock is counting. Miguel, I understand. Yeah, and you have to have a job. You have to have income coming in. YouTube Red consists of about 20% of my income off of YouTube. It's actually quite big. I'm surprised how many people are YouTube Red. Yeah. So, yeah, it's about 20%. Not the dollar sign when you're in Creator Studio. There should be something down, Brain Manager, in where you type text. There used to be a dollar sign down there where you could donate right there. So I heard they were making changes to all this, and I don't know what all changes are making, but I heard they were making changes. So still not finished all the Jedi videos. Just watched a bunch more last night and have made some more changes to my vids. Good advice. I'll finish the vids soon. Hope Distant Reach says. Okay. Yeah, no dollar sign for me anymore either. Yeah, I don't know what the changes are. I heard somebody say that there was changes that were coming in on that, and it looks like it's changed. So yeah. So Distant Reach, I'm glad that you're getting good value out of that. I do have a thing here which I can look at here. I can do super chat. So sponsors and super chat messages. Now, I'm not 100%. So I can change it to where it goes sponsors only. And yeah. Oh, that's right. I have to turn on. There's something new that I have to turn on in my account. Let me look here. Yeah. Now that I remember, there is something else that I have to turn on. Oh, interesting. It's not. There's no DVR function in the live show on this. Yeah. So I'm looking at my account here. They told me that I had to agree to something to change this. I'm looking at I'm ineligible. Wow, Super Chat is ineligible for fan funding. It's fan funding that they're removing. So, fan funding. Interesting. I don't know. I'm gonna have to read up on this stuff later. So, it says that I have to turn off fan funding in order to do this. Eligibility requirements. To be eligible for Super Chat, you have to meet the following requirements. The channel is enabled for live streaming. Okay. Your channel is monetized. Yes. Your channel has over 1,000 subscribers. Yes. I'm over 18. Yes. And I'm located in one of the countries. Yes. So turn Super Chat on and off. Manage Super Chat chats. Set purchase. See purchased Super Chat. Huh. I'm gonna have to look at all that stuff because I actually don't know what all the settings are and everything. So this camera mount. Sorry, it's got a little bit of a bounce there, huh? It just has to calm down on itself. So, hey, I will have to look at that stuff later. So, it also says I'm eligible for a custom URL. I've had a custom URL forever. Yeah. So, let's see here. Hello, Chris from Boston. You'd like, okay, so is it Fedya? I'd like to make my own channel, something similar like yourself. Any tips? And does a channel have to be only one thing, or can I do something like personal development and gaming? Yeah, so you don't have to, you do not have to stick to just one thing on your channel, and just get in there and create. If you really want a head start on this, I mean, and this is a promotion. If you really want a head start on this, look in the description for the first link there about the no job stuff, and take a look at that. It'll be the best $45 you've spent if you're looking to do a YouTube channel, because it'll walk you through all the setup, everything that you need to know to get up and running. So, what's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done? Gosh, I don't know. Sing Barbie Girl? I'm sure somebody will bring that up. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, not many things embarrass me. So, yeah, and I've never encountered anything like some of those stories in Black Mirror. Yeah, some of those are brutal. So yeah, Ernie, careful, you're gonna get yourself muted. So, oh, yep, see. Okay. Hello, Candy Flakes. Yes, hello back. Oh, and Kinley wants to be banned as well. So, we've got a really mature crowd here. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. What's my all-time favorite video game? What's the first video game? First video game was called Gorillas, and it was on a 8088, an XT machine. It was just an amber screen, and you had these gorillas holding bananas, and they were on buildings, and you tried to set the trajectory and the velocity of throwing a banana at the other gorilla. You enter that in, and then he would throw it and go beep, 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 and you try and knock the other gorillas off. So, yeah, that was a long time ago. And my favorite video game, I really go back to UO. And I have not been on UO. I have not played UO in a long time. UO's time has passed, and so, just the way it is, and yeah, it's passed. So, but that's probably one of my favorite games. Now, I would also say the Nintendo Legend of Zelda Gold cartridge. I loved that game. That one was really, really cool. I finished it. That was the first game to come out, console game to come out, where you could save your progress. You want to know how it saved? It had a watch battery in it. Yeah, so it had a battery in it. How important is a face cam for streaming? It's not required. Not required. Look at Lyric on Twitch. Lyric is often the number one streamer. He gets trumped by, like League of Legends tournaments and stuff like that. But he commonly has 35 to 50,000 viewers, and you never see a face cam on him. So it's not required. CCC, are you asking if I winter my grill? No, because there is no winter here. So, like today, it's February 20th here, and I was just outside, and it's probably 75 degrees right now, and, when I was outside, it's not even 10 a.m. here yet. It'll be probably around 80 here today. I should market a drinking game. Everyone downs when I shot whenever I say so. Yeah, actually there is one for but the problem is everybody was getting drunk right off the bat. Yeah. Hello, Damien. Hello, Georgia family. Oh, do I cook on the grill in winter? Yes, I do. So I haven't done much grilling lately. But yes, I do. So, what future game am I looking forward to getting into and stream? Crowfall is going to be the medieval MMO version of Eve. So it's going to be like Game of Thrones meets Eve Online, and that is going to release, I believe, end of this year. That's what they're shooting for. It seems crazy. Looking at at what I can see in the development right now, it actually seems really crazy, but that's what they say. So I am looking forward to that, because that's going to be hardcore. I really like the risk. Even though I'm not the greatest at PvP, I really like the risk. So Crowfall is where I will be for this. Yeah, definitely is where I'll be. So, what future game am I looking forward to? Yeah, okay, so I already read that one. That was from Damas. Not dumbass, Domas. Yes, a little bit difference there. So, have I backed Star Citizen, Rudyard's asking. Yes, so I am an hour one backer on their Kickstarter. So I was there right at the beginning. And so, yeah, I was an hour one backer, and I was really excited about it, but it's really turned into vaporware. And behind closed doors in the industry, man, there's a lot of industry vets that do not have a very good opinion of what's going on with the development of the game. And there's some really huge red flags, big enough that if this fails without delivering a product, that there could be criminal charges. Yeah. So I think there'll be an outcry. What are they up to? I mean, are they up to like 120, 130 million in funding? That's a hell of a lot of money to take in without delivering a product. So, yeah. Let's see here. What made me stream or record game vids? I've been working in the video game industry since '97, and I was at a conference in Chicago called the System Seminar, and this goes back to my days of affiliate marketing, email marketing, and stuff like that. And I did a lot of that stuff back then, and I was very successful at it. And then one of them, so this had to be back in 2007, because I remember that night at that conference, I decided that okay, I'm going to sign up a YouTube channel and I'm going to try this. And so I signed up my YouTube channel because Ken McCarthy, who was the guy that led that, he said that video is the next thing. He's like, video is the next medium on the internet of how we are going to sell products and how we're going to promote things and evangelize things. And I was already being very successful through email marketing, website marketing, and stuff. In fact, when you go to these type of conferences, and they would say, "Okay, everybody stand up who's made at least $1 on the internet." So of course, I stood up. And so I stand up there, and then they say, "Okay, sit down if you've not cracked $1,000 yet." Bunch of people sit down. So there's probably 30% of the people left there. So there's a lot of people who were there who were wanting to learn how to do this stuff, but had never taken action. And so they're all standing up. I'm still standing there. And then they're like, "Okay, everybody sit down who's made less than 10,000. And so a lot more people. Saddam Hussein's asking if I'm gay. Are you interested? Is that why you ask? Would Oh my goodness. Yes. So, um, so there's still a whole bunch of people that are standing. I don't know. There's probably somewhere between 30 and 50 people standing. And so they're like $10,000. So then they're like, "Okay, everybody sit down if you haven't made at least $100,000. And then there's like 10 of us standing. And I'm like thinking, okay, wow, this is kind of interesting to see how much people have made with affiliate marketing and stuff and on the internet. And then they're like, "Okay, if you've made less than $1 million, sit down." And so then they're like, so then there's like 3 or 4 of us still standing there. And so then they give everybody a round of applause, and I think, okay, that's over. And then he says, "Okay, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. At this point, I had done over 20 million in sales. And so anyway, I was the last one standing. And it was kind of interesting because I got this standing ovation for having done so much sales on the internet. So, it was really interesting. But that conference was where I decided to do video and to embrace it. And I'm really happy that I've made that decision. So that was 10 years ago this week. So in 4 days, my channel here will be 10 years old. So, yeah, isn't that incredible? Yeah. So, Distant Reach says, Star Citizen is a great hangar simulator. Yep. Do I ever stream Euro Truck or American Truck Simulator? I tried once. I have like one video of it. So, do I see myself streaming Eve in the next 3 years? All right, so yes and no. So, do I think Eve will still be a thing and still be really popular? Absolutely. Do I think that I see changes possibly coming up in the future? I do. So I'm really happy streaming. I really, really enjoy it. But at the same time, the markets change and stuff, and there are some things that need to be done. in order to stay relevant and to stay engaged and to be able to stay profitable. So, all this stuff that I do, I have to be able to make a living at doing it. So, in like this video right here, unless you guys are like inspired to go and buy from our store or to, to get the guide on, how to be, a YouTuber or whatnot, I'm not making anything. And so I have to be careful about how much content I do that makes money and doesn't make money. So it all depends on the sales that happen with Eve and everything. So do I want to? Yeah, but it's also possible that other things really big could light up. And when something really big lights up, and what I mean by that as an entrepreneur is that, if I have something that I'm getting 10x return off of my time, then I really should look at doing that and do the other stuff less. So will I quit streaming altogether? No, I don't envision that. But will it change? Yeah. So it might. It all depends. So you love Shroud of the Avatar. What do I think of the long-term prospects for the game? I think it'll be around for many, many years. So yeah, I think it'll be around for many years. I think that if you buy property in the game, that you'll get your investment out of it. I rate investment in video games as $1 an hour. If I spend $40 on a game or $50 on a game, and then if I play it for 40 or 50 hours or whatever, I consider that to be a good investment. If I get 100 hours out of either one of those, it's great. If I get 1,000 hours, it's superb. But that is how I measure it. So if, how many hours do you have into Shroud of the Avatar? I mean, have you got 200-300 hours into it? I mean, I have well over 200 hours. I'm not sure what it is, but I think it's just under 300 hours. And, so I, would I be okay with spending $300 now that I've, on the game, now that I've got this many hours into it? Absolutely. So, that's how I measure. That's how I measure. So, co-op games are really popular at the moment, No Skills says. Yeah. Let's see here. Players would work together to repair or delay the ship from sinking. Progress, skills. Yeah, there are some interesting co-op games out there. There's a good Star Trek one out there too. It's co-op. It's a little bit rough on the edges, but it's an interesting concept. I forget what it's called. What are my thoughts on crowdfunding with titles like Dual Universe? Okay, so I put money in on Dual Universe, and what do I think about crowdfunding games? I don't like them. I do not like the crowdfunding method, even though I'm a business partner with two of the biggest crowdfunded games to come out in the last several years. So, and I have been in talks with Dual Universe, and I have other work that I've done with another game that may go into crowdfunding coming up here. Do I like it? No. I would rather we replaced it with something else. Like previous to that, it was, hey, you want into the beta? Buy the game now, and you're playing a couple weeks early. And the games were highly polished, and it was just to work the final bugs out at that point. And I really liked that, as opposed to, hey, let's get into this now. The game will be done in 3 or 4 years, and for right now, you're gonna have to play with wireframe stick figures and everything. And all you can do is poke each other in the eye. You can't actually have any relevant combat or anything. And I'm not into that. I'm not into that at all. I really feel like that overall hurts the game. But at the same time, the crowdfunding that comes into the games is what spurs the development, what makes it happen. And it makes it so that they can do these games without bringing on the devil. The devil being game publishers. So traditionally, big game publishers will swoop in and say, hey, yeah, I'll help you publish the game. I'll help you fund it. And here's millions of dollars to do that. And then we're going to take 50% of the sales and 50% of the profit, whatever. And so we're going to sell this for you and everything. And by the way, we are going to give you the dates that you have to launch on. We are going to tell you some of the design changes that you need to make in order to make the game successful, and crap like that. And so what happens is that when these game publishers then have a vision of money and not fun, then the game changes. And when the game changes like that, it's not as good for you and me. So there's the good and the bad of crowdfunding. The good is that the creators of the games get to continue their vision, unless the people who are funding the game start to give us all, give them a different direction. So they have to listen to that feedback, because then you and I, who have put money into the game, have to be part of the. They have to listen to us. So, and the games that I'm involved with have listened to me, and I know that I've made comments to them about certain things that I thought were important, and not in all cases, but in many cases, those things are in the games now. So, goes both ways. Goes both ways. So, let's see here. So, free speech in the chat? No, you gotta remain appropriate. And so, if you're dropping an F-bomb, it's one thing to say, "Oh, fuck, I stubbed my toe," as opposed to saying, "Oh, fuck you, Markee." You're gonna get, one of those, you stub your toe. The other one, you get your face smashed in by the mods. I'm just saying. Okay. Jusenheim says, ever thought about creating your own game or game studio? Yes. Check out Neosland. Neosland. Neosland.com. So that is one that I've been very heavily involved with in the design of the game. Did I ever play Star Wars Galaxies? And if so, what do I think? It's one of your favorite MMOs? That's why I like Shroud so much. Okay, so let me answer that question with this. So, Star Wars Galaxies. All right. Let's open up the box here. Let's take a look. I have not looked in here in quite a long time. So let's see what we got. Okay. Got this nice book here. And let's see here. Wow, all these different faces in here and stuff. And let's see. A bunch of the artwork. Yeah, that's cool. And then what else have we got in here? So I've got some sort of pewter figurine here. I've got a lapel pin. I've got the book here, and I've got the CDs. Back in the old days, yep, when we loaded everything up off of CDs. So, yeah. And this one says personal copy on the back. Yep. All right. Yes, I played it a lot. Really enjoyed it. And now I have the pleasure of working with Gordon Walton, who he was very influential on this game, and he is doing Crowfall. Man, what is going on in chat? Woo! There is some sort of party going on in there, huh? Okay. Okay, so does turning games into a job force you to find unplugged diversions, and does it stop you from relaxing with a good game? So I still play games. I play games off the air and stuff. And my motorcycle is my my outlet for getting out and going and doing other things and stuff. Um, yeah, distant reach. I don't doubt that there's spelling mistakes on Neosland's site. So, uh, yeah, I don't doubt it. The let's see here. But I do. You notice that I hardly ever stream on Sundays or do content on Sundays. I force myself to take a day off and everything. Do I take a day off from games altogether? No. But, yeah, what model of motorcycle do I have? I have a Goldwing. So, I have a 2010 Goldwing. Any good MMO recommendations besides Eve and Soda? Well, coming up, so Crowfall, I think in 6 months is going to be a really good game. Do I make it out to Disney at all? I've never been to Disney. I live near it, but I've never been to it. Okay. I'm missing out on the new Star Wars stuff there. Oh, well, then I guess I'm going to have to go. So, do I swim with the stingrays? No. But I do swim with the alligators. No. Hey, Battle Vortex, how's it going? So, Battle Vortex, I saw that you tried this live streaming yesterday. I did not. I did not watch it. I decided not to take the time to do it because I'm always behind. But yeah, I'm gonna check it out tonight. So. Luke's asking if I own my own corp or alliance in Eve. No, I belong to Moose Army, and I'm happy being there, letting someone else run everything. I do not want to do corp or alliance management. How much will be the optimal capital to open your first business? So I love anime. Is asking that. So here's kind of my formula on that. So my formula is that you put 6 months of 6 months worth of income in the bank, so that you can live for 6 months if your business fails, and then you put together whatever money you need to get your stuff going. And bootstrap, make the company pay for it. So you need to start out with, it needs to make enough to cover your cost of living, and then beyond that, bootstrap it. And bootstrapping is really making the company do for itself. So making it pay for all of its own stuff. Let's see. Do people ask if I play for ZZ Top? Sometimes, yes, especially when I am out and about and, looking like I belong to ZZ Top. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Was I looking forward to the World of Darkness MMO before it got canceled? No. I mean, I was going to try it and I was going to see, but I really didn't have any expectations on it. I really didn't feel like I needed it to be anything special. Is this in 4K? No, this is off of my cell phone. In fact, what is the resolution on this? Let's see here. 480p? Oh, it can be 720p. Okay. Yeah, so I changed to 720p. I don't think though that this is. I'm not. I don't have a good enough connection for 720p even. So you need about 1500 megabit for 720p. It's trying to do 2.5 megabit, but it's not achieving that, and I don't know why. I think it has something to do with YouTube servers because literally I am right next to my Wi-Fi. So, although it could be that there's just too much Wi-Fi interference. So that happens. I don't know if you guys know this, but you start getting too many Wi-Fi devices in a house, and all of them stop working. So, yeah. So I've not left Air Hogs. I've not left the Hogs. So I'm still honorary Hogs, but there's different things that I need to do and everything. And so I have flown. I fly with the Hogs occasionally still and everything, and I consider myself a Hog right now. Most of my characters are in Moose Army, so I do still have one character that's a primary character that's in with the Hogs. So Luke Powell asks, when owning a company, is it best to have a company bank account separate from your personal bank accounts? 100% correct. You need to have them separate. So it's really important to have them separate. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But when you commingle funds, then let's say you get sued about something, then all of your personal assets are available to be sued for in the lawsuit as well. That's probably the biggest reason to do it. So, but also the company needs to be its own entity. So consider it its own thing. Yeah. How many Eve accounts do I have in total? I have 7 that are Omega, and I have another 5 or so that are Alpha. So I don't do very much stuff with the Alpha accounts. Yeah, that's what I'm finding. Is that once you have Omega, you don't want to go back to Alpha. Is Alpha good if you're just getting into the game and or you can't afford Omega? Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of content there you can do with Alpha, but yeah, all the stuff that I'm doing, I'm doing a lot of higher end stuff these days. So yeah, faction warfare is pretty good with Alpha. Mm-hmm. What do I think of your new President Trump? We don't discuss politics on the show, and it's because no matter what my answer is on that, is that there will be people who will strongly agree or disagree, and then it ends up with conflict that I don't want. So I have some strong feelings about Trump, but it's not something that I share. So, just leave the microwave door open and turn it on to crash Street's Wi-Fi. Yes, once you go Omega, you never go back. Yeah, is that like should CCP have named like the accounts like black and white? Then they can say once you go black, you never go back. I mean, that's a common term. Yeah. JJ is offended already, and we haven't even said anything. Oh, hey, Alex. Good morning. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see here. How do I find an idea to start a company with? I'm not a very creative-minded person. So, that's FH asking that. We actually cover this quite extensively in the Ultimate Gamer's Guide to YouTube success. And what we did in the whole guide here is we took all of the entrepreneurial knowledge that Jordan and I have, and we put it together. And we put it into this guide on being successful, being a YouTuber, with a very specific focus of playing video games. But the whole process and philosophy and the thoughts behind all of this are very much the same for all of for all businesses, and how I would treat all business stuff. And so, coming up with ideas, we actually, if I don't know if you're interested in doing YouTube stuff or not, but if you are, you get that guide, and we go over how to kind of decide what game to play and everything, and how to come up with content. And the content stuff directly relates to how you would at the same time find business needs. And what I mean by business needs, I mean like, so in this guide, we teach you how to identify what is being asked for and not found. And so if you think of that in terms of, okay, what are people looking to buy but they're not finding? Instead of what content are people looking for and not finding? So what are they going to buy? What are they looking to buy but not finding? And so you can apply these same principles to finding a product, or finding products or services or whatever that you can go out there and explore and test with to see whether or not there's a market. And so that is kind of my recommendation. I don't want to go into the whole thing on that, but coming up with content, or coming up with ideas, is not nearly as hard as what you may think. And the other portion of that is, and this is why anybody who buys the guide from us also gets to bring another person with them along for some of the stuff as a partner, business partner or whatever. And that's because we strongly recommend working with somebody else, because then you can, when you work with somebody else and you're talking creativity or you're analyzing things or whatnot, you get way more done than you would just sitting here all by yourself in your head, stuck. So, yeah. Oh yes, the book of 20 ideas or something. Yeah, I mentioned that the other day. In fact, still sitting here on my desk. 20 master plots. So, we could apply one of these plots. Let's see here. Let me see what the let me see here. So, let's just say that you want to apply a theme to making videos. And so, here's some of the plots: quest, adventure, pursuit, rescue, escape, revenge, the riddle, the rivalry, forbidden love, discovery, wretched excess. Yeah. So, this book is really good because it goes into each one of these areas and kind of gives you kind of an overview of that. And so if you buy stuff from our store, I use some of these themes in our store actually, and you guys may not even notice this. But if you buy any of our Shroud of the Avatar secondary market stuff, the Trusted Trader stuff, then you're given a quest. That's why our character has that question mark hat on. And you're given a quest to go find the location of where the deliveries are. And so you're sent on this quest first thing. And so you can apply all of these things. So we could apply adventure or, mystery or, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. Okay. What's the hardest part of being a YouTuber, a gamer? I don't know. What's the hardest part? I'm actually not sure. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and so a lot of it seems like second nature to me, and I don't have a lot of problems with creativity. I'm a really creative person. The hardest part for you is audio? Yeah, audio is the most important thing. It's way more important than your picture. The fact that oh yeah, so my wife Lisa says having enough time to get it all done, that is the hardest part. There's just not enough of me to go around. But audio is the most important. So I can cover up this here, and as long as you can still hear me, you know what's going on. But the second that... Did you get what else I said? I said the second that you can't hear what I'm saying, it's a real problem, even though you can see me. Maybe you could read lips. That is a real problem. Audio is the most important thing. So, yeah. Who is Jordan? So Jordan is a internet marketer that I met in St. Petersburg, Florida, and I met him through another friend, and he's a gamer, but he's also an entrepreneur, and you know, we just like hanging out and working on stuff. Our first product that we came out with in our first venture took us 8 months of work to get it done. So, you know, hard to read lips with the beard. Yes. So, yeah, you got to learn how to read beards. What software do I recommend to record games? There's only 2 out there that are really the front runners. There's OBS, which is free, and there's XSplit. I recommend OBS to start, and XSplit when you're earning some money, because it will be a more professional product for you. It'll offer you a lot more abilities. This right here, I'm doing all off of my cell phone. In fact, yes. So to prove I'm doing this off my cell phone, let's just go out and stand in the sun for a little bit. So I'm going to try and make sure. Oh, shadow play works well for you, but it's not at a professional level yet. It's just, that is basic recording. So you guys, this is our TV room. I can kind of see out here, but we'll go outside. We'll see if the connection doesn't get too bad. I'm on Wi-Fi only, so. I gotta shut the door. The reason, oh, it's nice out here. Wow. So, part of the reason I have to shut the door is because we do have alligators back here, and so Battle Vortex, to go widescreen, you just start the whole process in, holding your phone sideways. So we have alligators back here, and I haven't seen any in the past couple of weeks, although I haven't been looking very much. This time of year is pretty cold for them, and so they're not out here very much. But we got to make sure the cats stay in. So can't have the cats getting out. That would be bad. Yeah. And I noticed that the lizards are starting to come out. I don't know if they're. I saw them scurrying away whenever I came up over here. We have these mega air conditioning units here and everything. So we have 2 big units here because, of course, it is Florida. So, do I like potatoes or potatoes? Yeah, alligator wrangling. Any spiders? No spiders at the moment. They will be here soon, though. Yeah, so the spiders will be here soon. And so I'm just looking here. Trying to think, my arm's getting tired holding this up. Yeah. So, yeah, and I have problems with spiders getting up in here. And they get in here because of the medflies. And the medflies get so thick out here sometimes that it's you gotta almost cover your mouth. So yeah, and not many mosquitoes here. We treat for mosquitoes. So yeah, okay. Anyway, it is nice out here, though. I could just sit out here and enjoy the sun. I don't have my sunglasses on, but you know, this is good. This is good. Unfortunately, I have to have this close enough to me to where I can see see everything. So, I wonder if the birds come out here because I did put bird seed out here, and so I'm gonna leave you guys out here for just a moment. I'm not going to take you into the restroom with me, so I'm gonna set my phone down here in the grass, and we'll see if any of the birds come up. I did throw bird seed out here this morning, and we do have sandhill cranes. As long as they don't like say, "Oh my God, it's a cell phone, I'm gonna run away with it." Yeah. So no, I'll be right back. And so let's see here if I can do this. Oh, and we're upside down. Okay. So, hey, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back out here. I know you don't see me yet. I'm hooking up my camera mount out here, and see what we can do here. Okay. Let's see here. Whoops. I need to change the volume. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, this camera mount's having a hard time holding that up. Okay. We're going to have to rethink that. Let's see here. I'm trying to do this camera mount here. Let's see here. Let me try it this way. Man, I feel like this is kind of sucking. And now I'm going to have to lean over like this. That's not going to work. I can read all of those stuff though. I have one of those old luggable phones. No, it's just a big screen. I tried it with the, why am I leaning over like this talking to you guys? Yeah. What's my best memory of EVE Online? Ooh. Yeah, that's a good question. All right. Here, I gotta refigure this thing here. There. This is... Man, this mount is hard to use. I'm probably, if I do a lot more of these, kind of live things with my cell phone like this, I'm probably gonna invest in some sort of stuff that's good for holding cell phones on tripods or something like this, because this thing's bullshit. I'm all crooked. Yeah. Oh my God. It's falling over again. There. I won't touch it. Can I fish in the pond? Yeah, if I wanted to. So there's no fishing signs everywhere, but the residents do all the time. We can catch bass here. So let's see here. You cannot allow game footage of games to YouTube, especially if they're on television. Can you get a shout out? Shadow Girl, hello. Let's see here. Whoa, actions, no. Oh man, I'm hitting stuff on here now. Okay. Can I dab? Patrick, I don't know what dabbing is. So, it was nice. I'm out in the sun. The only problem is that this is not. There we go. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. So, which MMO game has the best housing system in your opinion? Oh, dance moves? No, I'm not a dancer. Oh no, that's not dab. That's dog, isn't that? Best housing system in MMOs. I mean, Shroud of the Avatar has really great housing system. I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen the totality of what Crowfall is going to be like, and in Neos Land, we're going to be able to put things together and build houses. But this may sound funny, but you want to know who has the best housing system? Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft, most definitely. Because you can build any kind of house you want. Has the best housing system. So, that is my opinion. You have poor upload speed for streaming. What can you do? Stream smaller. Can you get at least 2 megabit? Yeah, you may have to get better upload speed. That's the wind blowing my phone around a little bit. So, yeah. One of the ways that we chose where we live here in Florida was to evaluate only areas that had good internet. So, got really lucky. I live on this lake here. Have a nice house. We have great internet. I got fiber. It does occasionally have problems, but typically it's okay. And so here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to go get my tripod, and I'm going to try and hook this up on my tripod, and so that it's a little bit more stable, so that I can take this tripod around with me. And then we'll see what we can do here, because I'm starting to think like maybe it's going to be lunchtime soon, and I'm going to need to make lunch, and I'm going to bring you guys along with me. And so, hey, am I married? Yes. In fact, Lisa is probably watching. Everybody say hi to Lisa. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my tripod. Okay, so what's it like being married? She's asking Lisa what it's like to be married to a streamer who plays video games so many hours a day. It's just like going to work. So, yeah. And so, what's the biggest bass I've ever caught? I never caught one. I've never fished in the lake. I see neighbors doing it. So, I've got my tripod here. This is a professional grade tripod. This is some of my professional camera equipment from when I was doing a lot of pro stuff. A little bit dusty, but I'm going to try attaching a clamp on this thing to this, and then we'll see if this will work out. So, McDermott, you need the band hammer, buddy. So, just because we're American does not believe that we always agree with what our government does. Just saying. Okay, so now this is going to be really disruptive. Okay. So. I don't know. Works. All right. So, thanks for the great beard comment. Only 58 viewers right now. Yeah. Well, there's 69 viewers or something like that right now. So, I do not use conditioner in my beard. So, I do not use conditioner in my beard. I don't like it. Conditioner often it gets all up on my face and on my skin and stuff. So, something behind me in the lake. There's a wood duck over there. The wood ducks, we don't see them around here very often, so it's kind of interesting to see them. There's water in the lake. Let me show you something else I found here, though. This is just sitting in the grass. This is another thing that lives in the lake here. Big ass snails. This is pretty big. So, anyway, the birds catch them in the water out here, and then they bring them up on shore and eat them. And so this is pretty big. And I suppose I could have escargot. So, you know, I'm not into escargot. Yeah, this is a snail carcass. Yeah, it is pretty big. It is pretty big. Let's see. You know, I don't know. What do I compare it to? I mean, I can only fit 2 of these sitting on my phone. So, throw it back out here. I don't want to step on it. That'd be bad. Yeah. Wonder how my battery's doing. Yeah. Hello, Peter. No banana for scale. Oh, I do have bananas in the... Oh, yeah. We can't use... That's an apple snail. We can't use bananas to gauge scale. So that just won't work. It just won't work. Should I go out closer to the water? I don't know. So you guys let me... If the internet connection gets really bad, then just tell me. So, and I don't know what happens if it fully disconnects, but... Okay, I'm actually carrying the whole tripod out here now. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so there we go. I don't know. This is... How much do I pay for data streaming? A bit. I mean, I pay $75 a month for my internet, but I have 150 up and down. Yeah, Peter, I'm definitely in. I'm in Florida, so yeah, definitely in the south. It's nice and warm out here. It's in the 70s right now, and it's only 10:30. So yeah. Why is my head shaven like normal? I got lazy for a little while. Yeah, about to start shaving it again. So, yeah. Once saw 2 spiders on a snail. Can you explain? There are plenty of spiders out here, that's for sure. Plenty of other stuff out here too. There are big snakes out here. We have cottonmouths. A lot of the snakes here are poisonous. There is a Florida tarantula. I've not seen one, but I've seen pictures of them from the neighborhood here. So, yeah. Do I fish? Nah. Risk versus reward shooting a video out here? Uh-huh. I hear the sandhill cranes. I wonder if they'll come over here. I don't think they're flying this way. They're several blocks away. If they see me out here, they'll come back here, and I'll be able to feed them. I don't know if they saw me, though. They might be coming this way. Yep. Here they are. Cranes, we're over here. We're over here. Food over here. Can you hear them? You guys are going the wrong way. Food's over here. Yeah. Do I have food stuck in my beard at times? I have caught a piece of popcorn in my beard before. Maybe they'll come back around this way. I don't know. No, it looks like they're landing over there. So, and I've chosen a great spot here. I have been bitten by something. And it feels really good. Nope, I don't drink Dr. Pepper like crazy anymore. Mostly water. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in months. Okay, so, well, they took off. I think I've had enough time out here in the sun. Let's go back inside and we're gonna hook up to power. So, any gangbangers in the gated community? No. I mean, I don't know. I mean, somebody got shot here once, but not really. I mean, they did get shot, that was true, but there's not really gangbangers out here. Okay, so we're gonna carry this inside. I don't know how this is gonna work. Hey, I'm holding on to this. Sorry for all the bobbling. I gotta come up with a better system for this. Most definitely. Man, that hurts, whatever bit me. Something bit me in the foot. I'll bet it was a fire ant. That's probably what got me. All right, we are heading back into the office. And we're gonna plug in here. The view is gonna have to be a little bit different if I wanna keep using this tripod. Which I kind of do, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. It's all crooked now. Man. Yeah, I gotta figure this stuff out. Figure out, how can I make this shit work better? Let's plug it in. So, that's one thing I was thinking, is I was going to have to plug in quite a bit. So, yeah. What do you have in your working setup besides the triple? I lost connection here. Oh, what do I have on my other monitors? My other monitors in my triple gaming setup is a bunch of control stuff, bunch of information stuff, chat, how to control the broadcasts and everything. I don't really have things set up to show you close up everything in my setup right now. So, and I'm still leveling. Yes, my industry insight is good, and I'm still leveling. I like it. Good, good analogy. So, okay, so next, I do have some things that I need to get done today, and so let's see here. I wonder how I can. Man, I wish I had a better setup for this camera stuff. I'm just looking at this going, I don't like it. So when I asked about housing, I was talking not only about building possibilities, but also about interaction with other players and their houses. Still Minecraft? It's got to be Shroud of the Avatar then. I mean, Shroud of the Avatar is the clear winner right now in the games that I have experience with. So, hey, shall we take a moment to look at a couple things here in the office? Why not? I go all the way back, man. Might and Magic 2. This was for the IBM Tandy compatible computer. This is back when we had floppies that were like this. And then this is how we saved the game. You put it on another floppy. So yeah, and this one was pretty progressive because it said that we could get the 3.5-inch floppies if we mailed in and asked for them. Not email, mail. Yeah. So, little Might and Magic. Now, if you ever played this game and you've played Shroud of the Avatar, you would recognize the map. Because the map style that's done in Shroud of the Avatar was born, I think, in Might and Magic. So. That's where I think it was first found. So, I of course have some Eve ships here. We've got the Raven here. It's in our store right now. There's a link in the description to get into the store. And you can get your free entry for this. And anybody who buys from our store gets an entry in on it. It will be drawn at about first of the month for one of these Raven models. This sucker's worth over $500. So, you know, what are my feelings about Albion Online? I don't have much feelings about them. I've not played it. So, my screen is turning a bit green. Yeah, well, it's because I've got green lights on. So, yeah, I could change that. Here, let's go a bit blue. That's really harsh, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Holy cow. Okay, so here we can go red. Red doesn't look too bad. We could just go light blue. There we go. So, yeah. The blue brings out my eyes. Oh, Peter, I didn't notice you were noticing. Now, Peter North, now isn't that, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the name Peter North, isn't he like some famous porno star or something like that? Yeah. I don't know. Just seems to me that that's what that is. Yeah. Yep. What's my favorite figurine here, and can I show you? What all have I? Oh, you know, it has to be this. It has to be this. So, this right here. This is a 1-year dragon for Ultima Online. This was given to the development team of Ultima Online at the 1-year anniversary, and they had some extras. I got one of the extras. I was not on the development team. Actually, they had a lot of extras. They made 2,500 of them, and this is number 692 out of 2500. So, yeah, this is pretty cool. It's pretty fragile. It's pewter and stuff. So, just found this live stream. Can you give me a reason as to why I should watch you and subscribe to you? Just keep watching and then decide for yourself. So, I'm not going to try and sway you to do something, because if you like the content, you'll subscribe. If you don't, you won't. And there's no sense in you getting alerts when I go live or when I've uploaded a new video. So, no, I was not a UO developer. Not a UO developer. But I was there right in the beginning. So, I was in the beta for UO, which is kind of a big deal, I guess. And so, there is the Ultima Online beta CD. And we had to pay money to get these. I think it was like $7.50. And this is what caused them to realize they had a hit, because they thought that maybe that 10,000 people would play or something like that, and then what happened was that like 7,000 people asked for beta CDs or something like that, and so anyway, and then they realized that they had a hit. They did not have enough beta CDs for everybody who asked. And these came out really only like 2 weeks before the launch. And so I was playing a couple weeks before it launched. And back when that's the way it was with betas and stuff. And so, anyway, that's that. I'm proud to have this. It was actually a friend of mine, Dennis, who ordered it. And but then we sat and played the crap out of it. So I decided that I wasn't willing to spend the $7 or whatever to get it mailed in, and he decided that when he got killed, he got PK'd right away in the game, and he handed this to me. He's like, "Here, you play it." He never played Ultima after that, and that's one of the reasons why they made the Felucia and Trammel. So, yeah. So, what other stuff have I got here? I got so many different things here. I mean, in all honesty, one of my favorite pieces up here is this. You can't hardly see it. Let me see if I can light it up here. I had it there. So, there's that a little bit lit up now. Oh, I guess you can see. I have it set for the camera angle so that light behind it is actually right solid behind it whenever I'm broadcasting. So, and that's too big, too heavy to touch and to take down off there. So that's an actual crystal ball and has a face in it. So, and that one has actually nothing to do with gaming. It's an actual real piece of art that just looks very gamey. So, now, I don't know. I have so much video game stuff. It's crazy. I have a ton of video game stuff. Oh, you still have your Prima UO guide somewhere. Oh, do I still have that? Look at that. Bam. So do I. The original or Origin's official guide to Ultima Online. Back when we bought guides for games. Yeah. Now you buy them off the internet. Okay. Mage. Magery inscription resisting spells. Adrenaline of Moonglow. Why did you become a mage? Let's see here. I am compelled by art to see the world as it truly is, sworn of the veils and screens of illusion which comfort those who have no desire for understanding. I have oft heard folks say, all mages are mad. In truth, I believe it is the opposite of that is true. We are, as it were, too sane to pass unmarked in the crowd of mad mundanity. There are those, I will not call them mages, but merely magic users who use the arts of putting them to work in the market. Let's see, it's almost like prostitution. It actually says that in here. It is not wrong, I suppose, but certainly they are lured more by gold than by truth. Is that why I always play a mage in the games? I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, I just opened to a page and read that. So, you know, and here's another thing. Here's another question. So this is about a mage. Where is a good place to start? The question of where to start is more complex than that of where to end. I like it. There is only one path to perfection, and it is in Moonglow's academic atmosphere, where all who strive to pierce the ephemeral fog of which appearance blinds us. But that is not easy to get there. Commercial centers where adventurous and gold-focused ilk abound Britain, Trinsic, and other towns and other like towns. They're are undoubtedly a good place for mages to begin their careers. Yeah. So this was the writing from this. Oh, and look at the character stats. They're all printed in here and stuff. Yeah. Isn't that cool? I wonder, you know what? I have some folded pages in here. I folded pages for combat and armor stuff. And let's see here. Huh. I have some stuff written in here. What is this? You know, this is notes from the game, and so it talks about symbol of the mask in the main hall, the leader's bedroom behind it. It was one of the adventure things. Guards, secret areas in the main hall, treasure room just off the main hall. If the door leading to it is locked, switch hidden in secret area just outside the left-hand guard barrack on the main floor. Oh, there's a switch. Yeah. The temple is behind double doors, near small pool, guarded by 3 skeletons. Yeah. Oh, and coordinates of where this was. I don't have anything Shroud of the Avatar here. Well, actually I do, but I'll see what I got. Yeah, so this is some paperwork that was in here, in the pages. I'm going to leave that in here. I wonder if there's any more. That was kind of interesting. Have those notes in here. There's a whole chapter on economics in the game and everything. This was freaking awesome. Okay, let's see. What have I got Shroud of the Avatar here? I do have... there's a challenge coin for Shroud of the Avatar. So this was given to me... I think Black Star gave this to me. And and then I have another one. There's a prototype that I actually keep on my desk, and it's pretty well worn. I've played with it a lot. You can see that this one's gold. You can't get the gold ones anywhere. So this was a prototype, and Sir Frank sent this to me. So thank you, Sir Frank. And I just fiddle with it a lot while I'm streaming and stuff. So, as far as anything else for Shroud of the Avatar, I don't have anything else Shroud of the Avatar, but I will show you something that has that you'll find inspiration within Shroud of the Avatar, and it goes back to Tabula Rasa. Let me grab it. So, this right here, it's kind of, there we go. This right here is autographed by the entire team of Tabula Rasa. And Tabula Rasa, in its original form, there was two forms. The one that you guys played was not the original form, and so the original one was very much like Shroud of the Avatar in the fact that musical instruments mattered, that things like music and audio were used as spells, and there was some other really forward-thinking things about this. When we talked about publishers being the devil and publishers, wrangling things in and saying they got to change things in game, that happened here in Tabula Rasa. So this is an original from before it was made into a war game, and this is this was the original design. Now what happened is that NCSoft forced Garriott to make a whole bunch of changes that he was not in agreement with, and changing it into a combat game. They wanted more conflict, and this is part of why Shroud of the Avatar now is crowdfunded. He has no publisher to answer to. He has only you to answer to. So, what was that comment I was seeing? Was that, why the fuck does anybody want to watch this? Yeah, well, you're in the wrong place, buddy. Because you just don't get it, do you? Yeah. So, and that's okay. You don't have to get it. So, I don't want anybody here who doesn't want to be here. You know? Yeah. So games eventually die. You guys are talking about games dying and stuff, and yeah, they eventually die. So that's very normal, very normal. And so games don't continue forever. So World of Warcraft is kind of an anomaly. But Ultima Online, we thought it was unstoppable for many years, and 20 years later, it is, on its fourth publisher now, something like that, and I think they have like maybe one shard up or something like that. I'm not really sure. So, yeah. Do I like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Do I? I have a set of Magic cards around here somewhere. I don't know where they're at. But, yeah. The only other playing cards I have... Check these out. Maybe Darkstar. And Lord British. Yeah. These aren't playing cards. They're, I don't know. And they're not business cards either. There's some other kind of cards. In fact, I got some other stuff from Garriott, patches from his when he went to space. So these were his patches for his mission. So I'll be filming with Garriott in May, probably, and it'll be for the Play Money documentary. And so we'll be doing that again, and finishing up the documentary. He's going to make an appearance in the documentary because, after all, it was all kicked off by Ultima Online. So it'd be really interesting to see what he has to say about it, and hopefully that documentary will come out around the end of the year. Not 100% sure when. It's going to be up to the guys producing the documentary. So what time is it? It's time for some lunch. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go out and make some lunch, which means I'm gonna carry this thing around again, which means that, it's gonna bounce all over the place. And I hope y'all like it. Let's see, let me try and not hit the fan here. Phone hitting the fan would be bad. Oh, shit, I hit the fan. There was a fan on the ground here. I wasn't talking about that fan. I was talking about the ceiling fan. Okay, so let's see here. Welcome to my kitchen. Let's see here. Nice view of the refrigerator. I know. Why are we doing this, huh? Okay. Yep, there we go. So, I think that Chef Markee, now, this is a reality show. It is kind of, isn't it? You know, 10 years ago, reality TV was pretty cool. It was like Survivor and stuff like that. And I thought, oh, it'd be really cool to be on one of those. And then I ended up starting a YouTube channel. And, you know, shit started happening. Okay, so we are going to make, I'm going to make some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. This is just pure peanuts here that have been ground up. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me get some bread here. Hey, need a loaf of bread? Let me see what I got for, I think I got some orange marmalade in here. Somewhere. There it is. All right. And then, I guess I need a plate. I don't know. You're probably like, we should be barbecuing or something, huh? That would be cool. So, most accidents in the home actually happen in the kitchen. Yeah. Oh, super Stalin. I doubt there'll be swatting today. So, they know who I am now. Alright. So, Italian bread was on sale. So that's what I bought. Some Italian bread. Italian bread's good for making grilled cheese sandwiches with too. It's almost like I need a second person here to read the chat when I'm this far away, huh? Hey, this really natural peanut butter is a little bit thicker. So, requires, gotta mix it up a little bit here. And it requires a little bit more of a special touch to get it on your bread. So, but I found this. So I have been, my dad had been sending me peanut butter from Oregon and everything, but this stuff's good. So I actually am going to start buying this. It's Publix brand. So, by the way, I can't see chat. I'm too far away to see chat. So, okay. So, you gotta kind of just squish it around. Because it's so thick, it doesn't spread very easy. Man, I am so hungry. I could eat 2 of these sandwiches. I'm making 2. Yeah, it's like reality TV, huh? You know, we could just set up the house with cameras and just have them activated by motion or something like that. I don't think Lisa would like that, though. Lisa's not a fan of being on camera. She's been on camera a few times, but she's not a big fan of it. Hey, Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, do you have anything to do with the slime from Ultima Online? Or do you just happen to have the same name? Because you know that way back in the day when Ultima Online came out, one of the game reviewers, his name was Jay Wilson, he gave Ultima Online the Coaster of the Year reward. And with that Coaster of the Year award, basically meant that the CD was only good as a coaster and not as actually the data contained within it for use playing the game. And so, anyway, he gave Ultima Online a Coaster of the Year award. And so, Ultima Online, having a sense of humor, turned around and introduced a new creature into the game. It was a slime that you'd only see occasionally, and it was called a J. Wilson. True stuff. You guys want to see what else is in the refrigerator here? Is he working for Blizzard now? I don't know. So so notice there is no Dr. Pepper here. Here, let me just switch camera around. So, notice, no Dr. Pepper here. There is, however, plenty of, I think they're called condiments, different things to add to stuff, and the sandwich just isn't a sandwich without Miracle Whip. So this is what I drink a lot of these days, seltzer water. Got plenty of fresh stuff in here. And we just got a Costco. And I'm so happy because Sam's sucks. So we just got a Costco and we got some stuff. And we got like these right here, these vegetarian stuffed grape leaves. They're really good. I really like them. So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, Costco beats Sam's Club any day. 100% for sure. All right. I gotta get my glass. I'm just gonna eat this out here. And now you all get to hear me talk with my mouth full or something. Ice machine. I do like carbonated water. I like carbonation. You have a hard time hearing me when I'm that far away? Yeah, okay. I don't doubt it. Cell phone isn't made to be, talked to from this far away. Did I tell you I was hungry? This is where we switch to the social eating category. Well, hello, Mustafa. Hello back to Brazil. What's happening? How many people are here right now? I can't see how many people are here right now, but everybody's watching me eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Actually, it's ground peanuts, nothing added to it, and it's orange marmalade. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice to see so many people from different countries. What do I think of the Star Citizen dude? His name would be Chris Roberts. I met him a couple times. And he's a good visionary. I think he has a lot of good qualities, but I'm a little bit iffy on Star Citizen. So I see somebody writing in Russian. Unfortunately, I can't read it. What is this about? Yeah, so this is basically, I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I make my living on YouTube and Twitch, and I play video games for a living. I work in the video game industry, so I say. Hello, Asheron. And so I've been live now for about a little over 2 hours, and I decided I was hungry. So now it's turned into a food show. So, yeah. And it says in the title you can ask anything, but I'll just decline to answer if I need to. Will this video stay on YouTube? Yeah, I think it will. I expect it will. I don't know. I think it will. My test one is still on YouTube. It's unlisted. And so you have to go into Discord, into the main channel to see it. Is this like in, so I have one of my health regen little points filled back up now? So I'm pretty lucky that real estate here in Florida is pretty cheap. So we got a pretty nice place here, but it's not really expensive, even though we live on the lake and everything. You know, a lot of my live shows have music. It says no music, does it? How much is hazard insurance here? Well, there's not too much that's hazardous here. Do I have any food in my beard? No, looks good. I'm doing a good job of eating this. Yeah, maybe I've leveled up. Maybe I've actually gained a level. Asheron's asking how to develop multiple streams of income. That's a really good question. I'm going to tell you about that as soon as I finish my sandwich. Because I think there's a bit of conversation for that. You know, I'm supposed to be getting some work done right now too. But instead, I just keep answering your guys' questions. I was thinking about this. So, there's going to be a newsletter going out from our store. And because we're putting a whole bunch of stuff on sale for the 10-year anniversary of being on YouTube. And I don't know, I was going to bark them out to you guys as I was enabling them. So guys, just keep keep asking too many questions, and maybe I keep talking. No blame, I'm just saying. The sandwich is pretty good. So, multiple streams of income. That's a really good question. And I have a really good answer for you. So, the the multiple streams of income are basically, what you do is you search for that first thing that gets you going, that first thing that's making you money. Then, while you're supporting that, you start searching for your second thing. And that might be that you're testing 10 different things at the same time. And when one lights up, that's what you start taking, start focusing on. And then whichever one is making the most money or needs the most attention becomes a primary. And the other ones become secondary. And so whatever is making the, the most money or the most success, let's say, because money isn't everything. Most success is what goes into the first position. And then you keep, fostering these other things, and something else may jump up to the first position, but you've got these multiple streams of income. Now, what you'll find that the reality is that a lot of the time you'll have one thing that'll perform 10 times better than everything else. So anyway, and so let's see here. Message Delita. Oh, wash my plate. Lisa's watching. Damn. Really? I gotta do the dishes right now? I rinsed it off. How's that? So, yeah. So it's basically you'll have, what you'll find is that you may have 10 different things bringing in money. Like I have 10 different things bringing in money right now. I have probably more than 10 different things bringing in money. But the fact is that there's only a couple of things that really bring in the money. And so the other ones, you work with them and you try and get them, going better, and you look for opportunities with them to really get them to light up. But the fact of the matter is that you'll have some primary things that will way outperform everything else. And so that's how it works. Is that you'll have something that does really well and everything else. And typically, whatever's working really well, in many cases, is like 5 or 10 times better than the other things. And this is part of why you can take your income from your primary thing, and you can start spending some of that money on other things, and it doesn't matter if you lose it. Because when you have one light up, it's going to light up really big, really big. So what happened? I used to be crazy about killing and crazy stories. Limo company. Not sure you can deal with eating with Markee. Markee is done eating, in case you haven't noticed. So, oh, he says, fuck you, Markee, you're not answering my question. Okay, well, now that you've been banned, I can't see what your question was. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, and in case you didn't notice, I'm like live streaming off of a cell phone that's across the room over here, and it's really hard to see that tiny ass text that you typed on there. So, but I'm doing my best. Yeah. So, anyway, let's see here. We got a little sidetracked there. Yeah. Oh, I did answer the question, but he wasn't paying attention, JJ says. Awesome. That never happens. Oh shit, and I never trip over the garbage can either. I'm not used to broadcasting from the kitchen. I gotta tell you. Yeah. And this little tripod get up and stuff, it's actually kind of clumsy. I mean, it works. It's kind of clumsy. I feel like sitting down. So, you know, got nice chair here. Oh yeah, this works well. This feels good. I love this chair. It's great. Do you enjoy living in Florida? And do you miss Oregon? Both, yes. So, yeah. I enjoy the warmer weather down here. I enjoy that I can ride my motorcycle most of the year. And so I think that's pretty cool. But sure, you know what I miss most about Oregon is family. So, fireside chats with Markee. Yeah. So I can just sit here. I can look out on the lake, and so nice home. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's my home here is. It's certainly nicer than some others, and not some there's a lot of other people have nicer places than us. Wimpy Kid wants to know if I'm gay. I don't know. That might have been a legit question. Oh, is my name Santa? No, that was not a legit question. Yeah, gay Santa though. That would be interesting. Yeah. Yes, this is a cookie cutter house from Florida, and it totally lacks any individuality. It has plenty of space and stuff, but it lacks individuality. What is my earliest memory from Ultima Online? My earliest memory from Ultima Online is when it's when I found a purple potion. I'd only been in the game for maybe a couple of days, and I had 2 pets. I had a cat and a dog that I had tamed, and I thought that was pretty cool and stuff. And then I found this purple potion, and I double-clicked on it. I was going to drink it, but then it had this timer that came up on it with a pointer. I thought, oh, I just need to give it to my pets then. It's something that I give to somebody else. And what actually it was is that purple potions are explosive potions. And so when I handed it to my cat and dog, it blew them up and killed them. And I was devastated. So, yeah, kind of funny, huh? Yeah, this does kind of make a nice background here. The plants, huh? What is the most inspirational movie I've seen? Ooh, I really like Joy. That's one I've seen recently, Joy. It's on HBO right now, HBO Go. And it's because she's in the same industry, similar industry to what I'm in. And so it's a good inspirational movie. I like it when the underdog wins. Can you ask anything? Growing my beard? As can ask anything. You growing your beard? No, I'm not letting my beard grow. I don't know. I don't know why you would think that. So now on the sides here, I gotta shave all this off again. Yeah, I'm starting to look like a mountain man. Where in Europe have I been? I've been to Iceland, yes, and I have also been to Germany. So I spent I don't know, week and a half or so in Stuttgart, and then I also spent about a week in Copenhagen. So yeah, but those are the only places in Germany that I've been, or in Europe, other than Iceland. The lighting here is pretty good too, isn't it? It's because we got the able to see out there. Now I have the dinner chair out there because I was trying to use that as an attachment for the cell phone here to mount it on there. What I really need is I need a little I don't know, I need a little tiny tripod. That's what I need. I need a little tiny tripod to hook this up. What German food did I try while I was there? I tried a ton of different German food, including even like blood sausage and stuff, which I almost gagged trying that. And I knew what it was, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to try it. And so I did. So, um, and I ended up hanging out there with the CEO of a pretty big financial company. And actually, was he CEO or CTO? No, he was not CTO. He was, oh, the birdies are here. Damn, why do I all of a sudden forget what the money guy is, what their C is? I don't know. But blood sausage, yeah, I did try blood sausage. And so CFO, yes, thank you guys. Man, why couldn't I think of that? So yeah, I was hanging out CFO of a pretty big financial company and stuff, and he had been to Germany many times, and so he was showing me around. And then I also hung out with another guy for a couple of days who lived in Germany that I played video games with, and we went out on the Autobahn, and we went out to Drachenfels Castle and stuff like that. So now let's see here. How do I get the chat to come back up? There we go. What's the most important thing to you? Now wait a second. Why are you asking me one of my own questions? That's a really good question. What is the most important thing to me? So that question actually, let me just put the recliner up here. Oh yeah. So let's see here. We're just relaxing here. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, and hello back. So what is the most important thing to me? I guess and this might be just Jeff. No, this I would have to say that enjoying life. So it used to be that I looked at things much differently, and to where I was looking at things in an eye of, oh my God, I have to be super successful, which to me meant I had to make a whole bunch of money, which to me meant I had to have these big titles and everything. And as I've gotten a bit older, what I've realized um, is that while making money and being successful with entrepreneur stuff and everything is part of the equation, because you do have to cover costs of living. You have to make money for yourself and everything. But what? But really, is money as important as enjoying your life and experiencing things and everything? Yeah, I think that. So, yeah, I think that experiencing life is more important. Now, there are things that are required. So, what's the most important to me? Well, we have to have security and we have to have other things. to survive, but being happy, really, isn't that the most important thing? I don't know. I mean, if you've been grinding away for years at your job, just making a whole bunch of money because you think that's going to make you happy, are you happy? So, I think inner happiness is important. I don't know. It just, are you okay with yourself? You're okay with how you do things, how you live life. I think that's pretty important. So, Jeff says titles just take more ink when you sign your life away. Yeah, my business cards these days, I don't think have a title on them anymore. So, I took the title off, and I probably just won't put titles on anymore unless I really have to. So, on my older videos with hair, I look like Steve Jobs middle age. Yeah. Well, my hair slipped off the top here and went down here. Yeah. Got quite a beard going on here. The only problem with my beard is, one, I have to be careful not to dip it in soup. And two, it's a pain in the ass because I have to tie it up whenever I go out on the motorcycle. I bet you wish your bank account looked like Steve Jobs. Yeah, sure. But more money creates problems. When you are really, really rich, people see you for that. I have some family members who are extremely wealthy, and they have that problem. People who win the lottery have that problem. It becomes a thing of deflection. Will I make any more Markee Dragon in real life videos in the future? Now wait a second. Now Sammy, did you notice the title of this live broadcast? I'm just saying. Shit at Gaming wants to know if I'm gay. I don't know. Why does this... Okay, so, folks, tell me. Why does everybody keep coming in and asking if I'm gay? Do they not see this manly beard here? Do they not, see, that I'm, a big guy? And so, yeah, I don't know. Just a question. I suppose what, that, I don't know. I'm not gay. All my life I've been getting that question, though. Oh, because I'm cute. Well, thank you, Fear. I really like that you think I'm cute. Wow, is that a pelican? No. Oh, it's a kestrel. Where's he going? That bird flying out there. He is... Oh, you see him dive in the water again? Holy shit. Let's see if we can go out there. I wish I could zoom in on the video here. Might get disturbed by me coming out here. Okay. You see him diving in the water out there? No, it's not a kestrel. It's that is a raptor, and he's out here fishing. So he's jumping out here, trying to get fish. See him? God, I wish you could see this better. And I wish you would come over here. If I had a nice zoom lens, then, and maybe if I wasn't talking so much and scaring him away. Yeah, I'm sure you can't see him now. So, but he's a big bird. Oh, there he dove in again. Yeah, you can't see shit. Yeah, I know. But I saw it. Isn't that good enough? I forget, osprey. That's an osprey. That's what it is. So they're a pretty big raptor, and I love watching them out here diving for fish and stuff. So you're a newer guy and you never watched this channel. Dan Plays Games. Well, welcome. So, normally I do a lot of video game stuff, but I'm also an entrepreneur. So there's a lot of entrepreneur videos on here, and we're just hanging out today. I've been doing live streaming off my phone here because it just seems to work, and it's been pretty interesting. We're at 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, although, I'm getting a little worn out. Let's see. Felix says, 17 years old, and how did I start being an entrepreneur? Well, it's just kind of a thing that you do. And so you start by doing. And you start by doing. And what that means is that even if you're out there hustling, mowing lawns, or washing cars, or whatever, drumming up business for anything that you can do, any service that you can do, anything that you can sell, or whatnot, will start leading you into bigger ventures as you learn more about commerce and marketing. And if you're still in school, then I recommend focusing on marketing, because there's a term with entrepreneurs, and that term is the one with the best marketing wins. So, yeah. Do I think these will get more weight than like Facebook Live does? So I was watching on YouTube on the Xbox app, and right under the video, so there's the live category, and then it's really big live stuff that's first, and then the next thing in there was actually the mobile live. So, and 17 is a very good time to start. So I started even a lot earlier than that, but 17 is a very good time to start. Just start doing. That's the best advice I can give. So, yeah. Man, this chair is comfortable. I could take a nap. Oh, you know what? I haven't looked at the store in a little bit. Holy shit. I turned off my little dinger. So let me know. Oh my goodness. Hope there's no customers waiting. Nope. Okay. Good. So I only get a notification whenever there's a customer waiting. All right. So, let's see here. Checking in on the store. Okay. So, yep, I have a store. There's a link in the description. So, we sell video games. Yep. Okay. How did I overcome the fear of streaming and recording yourself? I can't even show my face for seconds. You freeze up. Yes, well, in order to get over that, you just have to start doing it. So, here's how you try that. Record some stuff that's not broadcast out anywhere, and then you can take a look at it and you can kind of critique yourself and see what you can do better. And the more you do it, the better you'll get, and the better you get, the more confidence you'll have. And so, try that. Yeah. Yes, I have been streaming off my phone for 3 hours. I am so surprised that my battery is still alive. I have had it plugged in for half the time. So, yeah. But I think now that, do small birds nest in my beard? I did find one here one time. Yeah. Yeah, I woke up and he's like, cheep! Yeah, no. No, but my cat every once in a while thinks it's a really nice thing to lay on. Yeah. So, okay. Well, I do think that I still have a lot of other work to do, and I had hoped to get some of it done while I was talking to y'all, but I think that's not going to happen. So, maybe though, I will take a little bit of time tomorrow, and we'll do another one of these tomorrow. And so, and yeah, so I don't mind talking with you guys. I've enjoyed having you here, and so yeah, what's this channel about? You clicked on it by mistake. Oh my God, he's here by mistake. Your life's over, buddy. It's about video games and entrepreneurialism. So, am I going to stream tomorrow at the same time? I don't know. We'll see. But I'll make sure you're subscribed, and so then maybe I'll have a little bit better way to mount the camera or something like this, other than the bouncy shit all around. And right now I'm holding it with my hand, and it's and also hopefully there'll be a better. Oh yes, turn on notifications. So if you look at my channel, I think there's a little bell on there, and that bell will tell you, and you can get an email notification. So please make a video on how to purchase from the store. It's kind of complicated. It's actually not very complicated. Select the item that you want, add it to your cart, go up to the cart button at the top, go to your cart, check your payment method, check out. You don't even need to make an account. It's actually really simple. So, okay. So, all right, that's going to be it for today. So, I have meetings I got to do. I got multiple meetings. I started at 5 something this morning, and I won't be done until around 8 o'clock tonight. So, why don't I sell codes for iPhone prepaid cards? Yeah, we have in the past, but too much fraud. So, okay, everybody, that is it. So thank you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and look for that button, or look for the thing on there that'll be a bell or something like that, and you can turn on notifications for the channel here, and we will see you all tomorrow.